What's going on YouTube? Mr. Wheels here once again, welcoming you to another video, and this is my first ever WWE pay-per-view predictions video. WWE Elimination Chamber 2015 is less than 24 hours away. The Elimination Chamber pay-per-view is coming back for the first time in a few years, and I just want to give my thoughts first and then my predictions on this pay-per-view. So, like always guys, before I do that, please give this video a like, and please remember to subscribe. I could really use the support. You can follow me on Twitter at SledgeHead86, and give my Facebook fan page a like, Mr. Wheels86. Alright, so, first of all, my thoughts on this pay-per-view. I like the idea of the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view coming back. Thought it's a great match concept, and I like the concept as a pay-per-view. However, we just had Payback 2 weeks ago, and having the Elimination Chamber 2 weeks after that, my problem with it is there's not enough time for proper build-up to build proper feuds. You gotta kind of roll into what's already been happening, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you know, once you look at the card, you think, well, you know, there could have been more time before this pay-per-view, is my point. The match I was looking forward to and grabbed my attention about this pay-per-view was the first ever tag team Elimination Chamber match, until I looked at who's on the card. We have the defending champions, The New Day, versus Lucha Dragons, who I don't think should be in the match, versus Kid and Cesaro, don't have a problem with them being in the match, versus the Primetime Players. I hate the Primetime Players, think they're a waste of time, and I'll more on that in a minute, versus the Ascension. I love the Ascension, I think they're a great heel tag team, versus Los Matadores. My question is, where's the Mega Powers? Because I think they're an up-and-coming tag team. I really love Macho Man now and Axelmania. I think that's a great tribute to the original Mega Powers, and I wish they were in this match. I think it would be much better if they were, because I think they're a fan favorite, and they're better than some of the teams that are in this match. And Harper and Rowan have recently been tagged back together, and this would be a perfect match for them to be in, and yet they're not in it. I don't think Lucha Dragons needs to be in it, because they're luchadors. The style of the match really doesn't suit the luchador style. Same with Los Matadores. Again, they're more of a luchador style of tag team, and I really don't think the Elimination Chamber match itself lends well to their style. Whereas the Mega Powers, just being a fan favorite in that type of match, would be suited better, and obviously Luke Harper and Eric Rowan would be much more suited to this type of match. Now, my other problem with who's in this match, like I said, the Primetime Players, I hate them. I really think they shouldn't even be in the WWE. I think they're a waste of time. And Kid and Cesaro. I fucking hate Kid and Cesaro too. I don't like how people think Kid and Cesaro are such a great thing. But that being said, I love the New Day, and I think given that there's not much time to set many feuds up in this match, that the New Day will defend their titles successfully in this match. Now, let's move on to the other Elimination Chamber match for the vacant Intercontinental title. We have Sheamus versus Ryback versus R-Truth versus King Barrett versus a question mark, because it's supposed to be Rusev, but he's injured, so we really don't know who will be taking his spot. Versus Dolph Ziggler. Now, let's go over who we know for sure won't be winning this match. Unfortunately, R-Truth, I think you can rule him out. Ryback, I mean, he will definitely, because it's an Elimination Chamber match, Ryback is suited perfectly for this style of match. But I don't think he'll win. King Barrett, I mean, it would just be piling on. He just recently won the King of the Ring. And I don't think it's a bad thing for him to win the title, but does he really need it? So you got to look at what's already been going on. Well, Sheamus and Ziggler have already got an ongoing feud. So really, I think the logical explanation here is it comes down to Sheamus and Ziggler, and in my opinion, on who should win, it should be Ziggler. You know, it probably will be Sheamus, but in my opinion, Ziggler needs to push, because Dolph Ziggler should be a top guy in WWE, in my opinion. He should be up there with the Seth Rollins, the Dean Ambrose, the Roman Reigns, those guys, but putting the IC title on him, he's had it before, he was a good IC champion, I think he should win the match, in my opinion, and I think he could very well do it. Moving on to some of the undercard matches that I don't really have much to say about, Neville versus Bo Dallas. Again, my problem with this match is not much time to really build a program between these two guys. A couple of run-ins by Bo Dallas just to kind of get the motor running and have a reason for a match. Neville's been on fire, and I think they're pushing him a little bit too hard. I would love to see Bo Dallas pull this match out, but I think the logical pick here is Neville winning. Moving on to the Triple Threat Divas Championship match, Nikki Bella versus Paige versus Naomi. Right away, I think you can rule out Naomi. I don't see a reason for her even being in this match. I don't have much faith in her. To me, the real match is the real matchmakers that make this a match are Nikki Bella versus Paige. And I would love to see Paige pull off the upset over Nikki Bella. I don't think it's going to happen, but in my opinion, if I was booking this, Paige would pull off a major upset over Nikki Bella 100%, and Naomi would just be in the background, just kind of there. Moving on to John Cena versus Kevin Owens. Again, you know, don't get me wrong, guys, I like how Kevin Owens has called out John Cena and attacked him and, you know, done a bunch of pop-up power bombs and made his debut on Raw. All of that is good. I mean, I love him as NXT champion. But what I don't love is the fact that you've got, you no longer have the World Heavyweight title anymore because it was unified. And you've got champion versus champion on a pay-per-view that didn't have enough lead up to it. I mean, it's being rushed. I've already said that. And you've got U.S. champion versus NXT champion. My problem with this is NXT is hot right now, and you've got nobody facing Owens for the NXT championship. I mean, that could have been an Elimination Chamber match for the NXT championship, but yet they're doing this feud with Kevin Owens against John Cena, and there's nothing wrong with it. It'll probably be a good match, but I don't see Kevin Owens pulling off the upset over Cena. I just think that, you know, there's been his debut on Raw and challenging Cena has been good, but it won't go any further than that. I expect Cena to win this match, but, you know, my problem is that it's title for title, and it's at the wrong pay-per-view. If it was SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, or WrestleMania, champion versus champion would be a much bigger deal because you could build it up longer. But in this case, you know, they're rushing it a little bit too much, and the champion versus champion thing just doesn't fit in this situation, in my opinion. And, you know, I see Cena winning the match. Moving on to the main event, much of the same with Rollins and Ambrose. I don't see Rollins dropping the title to Dean Ambrose. I just don't see it. He probably won't drop the title until Brock Lesnar comes back, and I mean they're talking about Battleground or possibly even SummerSlam before we see Brock Lesnar again. So you can expect Rollins to keep the championship probably until then. Not saying it won't be a good match, not saying this won't be a good pay-per-view, but I'm just kind of disappointed with the card, and I'm not expecting much from this pay-per-view. And I will have a reactions video for this pay-per-view. So, guys, I hope you've stuck with me through most of this video. I know it's long, pushing 11 minutes, but remember to give this video a like, and remember to please subscribe to my channel. I could really use the support. Hope you enjoy Elimination Chamber 2015, and I'll see you next time.